What's up, guys? It's Protoss here with round one, game three. We have Owl versus Thinky. We have Owl on Alpha, rocking that orange like he normally does. We have Thinky. Oh, fuck, I messed that up real bad. We have Thinky um, in the turquoise. This will probably be our closest match in round one, it looks like. Um, as both these players are extremely skilled and are some of the best that we have in the entire game. Let's analyze the ships. Some of the ships the players are using right now. We have Owl making. This is one of his preferred ships right now. It looks, or it's a heavy point defense brawler. It has 90 DPS and just the heavy point defense, and it can make mincemeat of the beams like this that we're seeing. This beam just doesn't have enough DPS to compete against the crawler, and they're probably about equal in cost. Or Al is probably only $400 more, and it can brawl against plasmas too. We have Thinky making a plasma brawler and a phase brawler. The phase is probably in response to the phase from Owl, as that phase is just gonna murder um, this plasma. We have Owl going for an engage here. Both players playing lots of preems. Nothing really happened with map control there that was notable. Owl just protecting his ships with the preems. That tail flak from that HPD coming in clutch. Owl looks like he's just gonna out brawl him here though. If he gets HPD shots on the beam, it's gonna be great. Thinky though can't contest that HPD with the tail flak, and those preems from Owl just chasing down that heavy beam kiter. Owl still has a problem though, as the heavy point defense is not super effective at brawling this phase. Owl though, working and hopping on those points. If he gets them all, he just wins here. His home plate's going to be important for Thinky to hold on to. And he loses that one. That's critical for him. Owl on that one. He gets them all. Owl kind of cheesing him out there, just hopping on those points and Thinky not responding, thinking he can just wait. Alright. So we have Owl up 1-0. 1-0 Owl. Game 2 go. Owl, a convincing win in game 1. Without further ado, we have Owl on Alpha again, starting off strong with some preems, a very popular opener. Thinky also starting off with preems, again, popular opener. Thinky following up those preems with some demis. That's going to be a lot of ship cuts for him to control if he continues on that path. Owl just making more preems though, and right now he has enough to just brawl all of Thinky's fighters, but Thinky making some heavy beam to prevent that from happening. And if that heavy beam just snaps up a fighter or two, it suddenly becomes bad for Owl to take that engagement. Owl though, still probably equal on money here. He does have 500 more in the bank. Kevex in chat saying he's looking forward to Han versus Master Kitty. I think that will be a fun matchup to watch. Owl attempting to engage here with all of his preems. If he can just snipe the fighters off like that, his preems have so much armor that they made so much value there. And that's just good for Owl. He's up a lot. He lost 5 preems. He lost $500 to take out a $700 beam ship and a few fighters. That's good. Thinky with some plasma and some demis. It's not going to be enough to contest what Owl has on the board right now though. And Owl is going to be able to take these points and get the economy advantage and secure his already good position into a great one. We see if Owl here almost overextending and getting caught out. If Owl overextends and loses his ships, he could be in a really bad spot though. It's still anybody's game, and the more points Owl gets, the more secure his position becomes. Thinky contesting the bottom point here though, but I expect these preems to come down and take it away from him. Beta value did difference 1K, so Owl up about $1,000 right now. That's not the worst we've seen though, as he does get $100 per capping each point. So this will bring the difference down to 800 after these caps from Thinky. And we can see that attack from Owl earlier, making great value, but by no means is this game lost from anybody yet. Owl making those uh, phase brawlers that he so much likes. They're super solid, lots of HP, great brawling value. Thinky with some phase of his own. Phase is always typically a good answer to phase. All the phase ships tend to be really slow. I think Thinky's phase is going to be at a greater advantage here, just because it's cheaper and trades more effectively because it is cheaper. But Thinky having more big ships than Owl, that's going to be lots of targets for Owl to try and kill, high value targets to kill. We see both pairs as they're going for this engage here. It looks like Owl is going to be our aggressor. Owl looking to make some free value with his preems. He does. He gets maybe 200 HP off of this plasma. So picking up a little bit of free value there, but not really enough to make a difference. Owl though, making some more preems instead of some of these demis. I don't know if that's the right choice here, as demis tend to be much better late in the game. But Thinky though, looks like he disconnected. I don't know what to think about that. We'll just replay this game then. Thinky disconnected. We'll just replay this game if he comes back. Let's go in Discord and ask him about that. Okay. It looks like Thinky is coming back. And then we'll replay this game. I was thinking I'm gonna leave this one in the video, as it is a great learning experience. I went in and Thinky. My Wi-Fi just cut off. That's rough. Alrighty. Yep. We're probably just gonna replay the game here. Yep. All right. So it's still 1-0 all, even though I think he lost there. He disconnected, and apparently his Wi-Fi broke or something. So. Yep. Internet stable now. Yes. Okay. Go. I don't know why my caps lock was on there. It just wants to be. Alright. Alpha, beta value difference 0 right now. Nobody's done anything. Nobody's capped any points. We see both players starting off with beams. Owl with his range damage beam costing about 300. Thinky's beam costing about 7. Owl going with some preems here to take these points. He doesn't get a fighter from Thinky. Thinky on the demi-spinal plan. Defend. I think that's what those are for. Owl, though, being just aggressive with his HPD. He knows it trades well against demis. That's what HPD does. Thinky turning though with a nice spread. Though Owl coming in for the backstab halfway through with those creams. He does get the that that theme from Thinky, and that was a great fight from Owl, going at about $1,400 in there and putting himself into a position where he can hold all these points effectively. Owl $500 in the bank, and what he has on board to Thinky's practically like maybe 50 in the bank right now. Not really anything. Owl with the phase brawler, an effective choice against the plasma of Thinky right now. It's a human sitting at a computer for our benefit. I don't know what he's talking about there, but Thinky trying to use some preems to hop on top of this beam, doesn't get it, and is pushed off by Owl's preems. Owl actually gonna go ahead and lose all his preems there. That's really not great. It looks like we have Thinky taking an alright position now, fighting back. If he gets these points and has money, he can still win this game. If he gets this, that'll be huge, and he does. Yep, that value difference coming down to 770 now. Thinky hopping on top of these. These preems can still fight everything. The beam from Owl will be a problem in these low dollar scenarios. But Thinky picking up all of Owl's ships except for this beam that he made at the very start. And Owl saying he misclicked somewhere in there. That always feels really bad, but it is probably play best. I'm playing this. It is why this is best of 3, so you can't afford to make some of those mistakes and lose some ships and be okay. Thinky spending all his money again, and it looks like we still have Owl in a position where he is advantaged, but Thinky not totally out of it from the spot that he is. Let me see, Owl up $1,300. 500 of that is in the bank right now, so he's up about 6 on board. And with another phase brawler, really liking those against this heavier style from Thinky. And I don't think he's wrong for doing that. These phase brawlers are, again, super effective against the plasmas from Thinky. Although not having a lot of fighters, this beam from Owl is also just picking off fighters occasionally, and it's good at that. It makes value doing it. That's what it's for. Although Owl could lose it here, and those fighters could be uncontested. There's nothing to kill the fighters now from Owl. He does have $600 in the bank though, so he could make something. If this phase brawler lives through the engagement, it will not be great for Thinky. It looks like he is going to pick it up and clean that up. He does get it. Owl thinking about 2K now. Grabbing this point down here, giving him about $100, and he makes another HPD brawler. A ship that's super effective against these fighters, because it just one-shots them. And it has good brawling value against not fighters, too. I think he says, you have enough money, I'm going to concede. GG. Owl to